Okay, we're just going to practice adding value to this piece of fabric. I like an exercise like this because you want to indicate folds and areas where they're in the shadow and folding out so that the highlights are getting hit by the light source, and fabric's a really good simple source for that. So as I'm drawing it, I want to get that basic shape down first, and then I'm going to go in and draw a line to indicate every fold of fabric. So I have angles, and if you struggle with the angles, you can take your pencil and hold it up to the fabric image or the actual fabric if you're using that, and gauge it to make sure you're getting those angles right. And then what I'm doing right here is the fabric that's overlapping. You want to make sure that you're getting those pieces underneath in the correct place. So right here, this section of fabric, I'm going to drop down in the dead center and give that piece of fabric that folds behind. And you want to make sure you're hitting that right area. So if it's to the left more, to the right, or dead center, that's how I gauge where each piece of fabric fold starts and stops. And then I'm drawing darker than I would normally just so you can see, but those lines are just as a guide to where we're going to be shading. You want the values to indicate your edges and not the line, because in real life that's how we have starting and stopping points of an object, is not the line but the value, and sometimes it's light and sometimes it's dark. I'm just using mechanical pencil as 7, and this gives me, just for this study, a good range of value. It's all about pressure, direction, so I'm going in one direction here and then switch directions to add a little bit more value, a little bit more pressure in the darker areas along the edges where I have a lot of value with the shaded area. Then I'm going to go a little bit darker. And again, I'm just controlled switching directions to create those darker values.